Hey guys, what's going on? It's High Impact Yu-Gi-Oh! And I believe we're at episode 3 for this. So, um, this is episode 3, and this episode is going to be titled uh, Void Vacation, which is going to be a break from this series for Infernoid. For Tribute for Cost, we're going to take a slight break from this because I don't really enjoy Infernoid right now. It's just not really that fun to play. So I'm going to be changing the deck up, and we're going to be reoccurring with a different series in probably about 2 or 3 days, depending on how things go. But without further ado, let's get to the deck list for this new episode of Tribute for Cost. So it's all pretty much the same, mostly, I would say. Okay, I don't exactly know. Oh, it is stuck together. Okay, so 3 Decatron, 1 Harmadic, Decatron as your starter, 1 Pyramus, 2 copies of Petrulia, 1 copy of Antra. I'm sorry, 2 copies of Antra. And of our bigger guys, which banish, you banish 2 to summon them, 2 Sites of Moss, 1 Sajet, 1 copy of Atondal. And of our big guys, we run 2 of Anoku, 2 of Deviati. And of our hand traps, we are running the Gamma and Driver set. Sorry, I know this is probably going to look not the best. We're running 3 of Extravagance. We're running 3 copies of Monster Gate. Of our Void Spells and Traps, we're running 3 of Vanishment. It's all the same. As you know, previously you've seen this before, so there's a few small differences, nothing really too crazy. But I figured I'd show you guys this profile just to show you where we're at as far as the deck goes. We went 2-2 yesterday, by the way. I played against Dragon Link round 1. Sorry, I know we're probably we'll talk about the end anyways. 3 copy of Lair. Super Polymerization. 3 copies of that. And then we just go into the one-ofs, which is Mind Control, Terraforming, Set Rotation, Metaphors Fusion, which I enjoyed, but I just don't see very often, so it's just more or less a mill card when you do mill. Reasoning, Called by the Grave, and Mystic Mine for our one-ofs. That's the spells. And onto the traps, we're running 1 of Metaverse, 2 copies of Dino-Miscus, 2 copies of Void Feast, and 3 copies of Evenly Matched. So that's it for the traps of the deck. What else do we have? Oh yeah, the extra deck. I'm kind of all over the place, and things are not the best organized. So we'll say 3 of Tiara for the extra deck. Super Poly targets include Starving Venom and Mud Dragon of the Swamp. Those are some of our fusions. 2 of Natis. I should probably up Natis to 3, but I really would much rather not see 3 Natis because the Link monsters are the more important things in this deck. 1 Gravity Controller, 1 Almirage. Those are Link 1s. Our Link 2s, Halifibrax, 1 Lambda, 2 copies of Beat Cop. Because in the case that you lose it off of Extravagance, you just want to make sure you have the right cards, and 2 copies of Equimax. Once again, in case you lose 1 off of Extravagance, you have a better chance of not losing to your Extravagance. And then the side deck I ran yesterday, some of it came up, some of it really didn't. Like I said, it's just, you know, sometimes stuff like that happens. We did okay. I don't think we necessarily did too crazy. 2 of Trap Trick, 2 of Torrential Tribute, 2 of Storming Mirror Force, because in this date and age, nobody really expects the battle traps. So you just sight in your battle traps and you hope to see them, but in this deck, you didn't see them. so I have to actually cut down the main deck. I would definitely suggest cutting down the main deck if you possibly want to play the battle traps. Yeah, 2 of Drowning, 2 of Anti-Spell. Late game, you just, you set up your Infernoid board, and then you put up a couple anti-spells, and your opponent can't play the game. Especially if they're a deck that's combo heavy and they need their spells and traps to play the game. 1 red reboot, 1 copy of Void Feast. That's it for the traps. 1 of Archlord Christia, which I never saw, and 2 copies of Twin Twister. Why not 3? Well, I don't know. I thought 2 would be okay, and I was wrong. 3 was probably better. So that's the deck, and I'll close with saying we're eventually gonna pick back up Infernoid eventually one of these days. I don't know when. I don't know at one point. It might just be 2 weeks later. I don't know, because I'm always flip-flopping on the deck. But our next deck, if you have seen on this channel before, we have used this deck in a previous instance. So we're picking it back up again. Let's see if I can find it. I'm sorry. Just to get you ready for what we're coming at next. So this will be the exit from Infernoid and the intro to, not this, not that either. There we go. Lightsworn. We're going back to Lightsworns. We'll see how this deck does. Hopefully Saturday. We'll see how it goes. But I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.